morning, everybody. Right away, I just want to say, people was asking me why I wasn't live streaming, and I'm gonna tell y'all the reason I wasn't live streaming is because y'all wasn't watching. The views was starting to go down on me doing these morning live streams, and I'm not gonna sit in my car driving and talking to y'all, and y'all start falling off on me. But I will say, I know it's summertime. I ain't crying or bitching, but I noticed that like it was becoming very, very inconsistent. And if I start doing videos that's inconsistent, y'all know people gonna jump all on my dick, talking about I'm botting and shit is fake, and that's because y'all be flaking out on me. So if I see people flaking out on content, I'm not gonna do it. It's that simple. So for those of y'all that's asking me why I don't be streaming in the morning, that's the reason, because y'all stopped watching. Y'all were watching consistently, and I can't do inconsistent no more because too many people be worried about what I'm doing. All right, so if y'all want content, y'all gotta support it. That's that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's worse enough I had to turn off the like bar. Y'all don't like the video, I'm not gonna keep asking y'all to do things, so I'm just explaining it to y'all. If I don't see my shit getting supported, I gotta stop doing it because too many niggas be on my dick. Alright, so with that being said, for those of y'all that's asking why y'all don't see me streaming in the morning like that, it's because I be tired, I got a life, and I'm not gonna sit up here and divert my time just for niggas to be talking about my shit is fake and all that. Alright, so that's the reason. Oh shit, look at MVP. So anyway, let's get into this conversation because honestly, I'm gonna just keep it a stack with y'all. This is not a shot at no YouTubers, but it is a podcast I was watching, and I was very disgusted, slightly disturbed by some of the shit I was hearing. Okay, so who's the podcast? It was Rand Al Thor's podcast, and him and that guy Jazz was talking, and I've been hearing a lot of dudes running around talking about they not on 4K, they still in 1080p, 9,000 megahertz, 20 million frames per second, all this frame rate talk. And look, let me explain something to y'all, man, because y'all be running around here talking like y'all old computer techs, fine. But let me explain something to y'all, because y'all be out here wilding. Let me turn this off before I get a strike. Y'all be wilding. First of all, look, let me explain something to you. If you're not going to convert the PC completely, right? Let me keep it a stack with y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, flat out. Right? I mean, I'm gonna give it to you raw. If you are not converting 100% to PC, you should not be playing on a 144 hertz monitor. Yes, let me repeat. You should not be playing on a 144 hertz monitor. Why did I say that? Because now that 144 hertz is becoming a standard for 4K by the end of the year, for computer gamers, for PC gamers, of course, only PC gamers. Console gamers do 60. Once you train your eye to 144 hertz, you can't go back to 30 frames and 60 frames. It'll make you sick to go back and forth like that. It'll give you what's called motion sickness. So I keep hearing people talking, yeah, 4K, I can't see the difference. Yo, Willie, what's up? Did I watch the debate yesterday? Who had a debate yesterday? Because I'm honestly, I'm getting tired of that too. Like, some things is debate, some things is not. What's a debate? Like, you gotta put me on, bro. I'll be out of the loop. Like, I've been only sticking to certain content. I've been doing a lot of reviews on tech. I've been putting like a lot of videos together behind the scenes. I've been focusing on tech. I'm talking about like gaming tech. So I haven't been focusing on like who sniffed whose ass, who said something about somebody's mother, who put someone's address on Twitter. I'm not paying attention to that shit. So y'all gotta put me on. Dilla and Alex they had a debate. That gotta be good. I would love to. I'm gonna have to watch that. That sounds interesting, because I saw the video that Alex did, and he pretty much caught two bodies in that video. So I would love to hear the debate. But Dilla Gaming is a slick dude, man. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm dissing this nigga, because it's really not that serious. But Dilla is a slick talker, because y'all know I give Dilla a L in the podcast, and everybody walks around like I ain't give that nigga a huge L when we talked about the Xbox and the capabilities, and how he was telling me it's not 30% less more powerful, and I was telling him it was. I gave him his first L in that situation. I drew first blood on that man. Oh, he pissed on him. Damn, word. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Time to get these dudes out of here talking this crazy nonsense. You know what I mean? Because one thing about Dilla, you know, I'm not a hater, but his channel blew up, man. Like, his shit is like up there. Shit, I need that kind of love. I'm trying to do like legit, like, you know, conversations, topics, content. I'm back making videos again. And you know, dude be getting thousands of views on shit that's not even true. Like, he be just talking. He be just saying shit and passing it as fact, and dudes be getting thousands of views. And I'm saying, like, damn, I'm really legit doing something wrong. Now I'm gonna watch that shit when I go to work. That's the first thing I'm gonna listen to as soon as I get a down moment. I'm gonna be like, click. I'm gonna click that. Definitely have to watch that, because Alex, like I said, I peeped that about Alex. Alex got good interaction, but he seemed like he been getting in these dudes' ass lately, man. Damn, I need gas, man. I gotta try to figure out what I'm gonna do. I need gas. I can't be running around with my needle that close to the E, dog. Who gonna donate some gas money? No, I'm just playing. I'm joking. I'm really joking. I'm joking. But yeah. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I want to make my point because I want to talk about this frame rate and resolution shit. First of all, look, I was on 1080p TVs for the good end of a month, right? And I know my 4K TVs, something had happened where the panels blew out when I was away. So when I came back, my panels blew out. I was on 1080p. I was on 1080p 140 hertz. I'm gonna be honest, it was sweet. It was sweet to see 1080p at 140 hertz. But you can't get used to to those high hertz and go back to console. So I don't like the fact that there's people out here running around with the narrative saying that, yo, Jackman, what's up, my brother? What's up, nephew? There's people running around here talking about, oh, they prefer 144 hertz over 4K and yada, yada, yada. That's fine and dandy, but how y'all gonna tell me you playing at 144 hertz, but you play on PlayStation or Xbox? You can't play no console games once you start playing at the 144 hertz. Like, if you go to competitive gaming, right? Name any competitive Counter-Strike player who plays on 144 hertz monitor, because that's the preferred display for competitive gaming on Counter-Strike, right? Which is like one of the most, if not the biggest competitive game in the world right now. Counter-Strike, a PC game. You would play that at 1080p 144 hertz, preferably. You can't play a game and practice on 144 hertz and go back to a console. You can't. You can't do it. So that's why I'm listening to people. They like, I prefer frame rates. You prefer frame rates, but if you prefer frame rates, you can't say you're a console gamer. You can't be both. You can't be somebody that games 144 hertz and tells me you go back to PS4 and Xbox and play 30 frame games. It's impossible to go to not even less than a third of your 144 frames. So I'm listening to people say that, and I'm like, yo, what are people talking about? What are people talking about? Then I heard people say that they can't see a difference between 4K and 1080p. I just want to say something to anyone out there who says that. If you cannot see a difference between 4K and 1080p, it's the content you're watching. It's the content you're watching. Even on the most shittiest display, you still should be able to look at a 4K piece of content. As long as it's not a 2014 4K display. Anything 2015, even though 2015 is still a bad year for 4K displays, anything that is a 4K display, 2016-17, 4K piece of content, you gotta be able to see the difference. You got to. So I heard people say that. I'm like, what am I listening to? People, I'm just surprised at the shit I'm hearing in this community right now. I'm surprised. Like, I've been quiet, but I felt like doing a hard 8. I felt like going live and just roasting niggas or just like exposing shit, because it's too many people out here on YouTube that don't know what the fuck they talking about. Now, you know, I feel like I know more than the average person because I fucking repaired these consoles. I sat up in a repair shop for 4 months straight repairing Xboxes and PS3s. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting here saying to myself, what are these dudes talking about? Like, listening to these people talk, I have no clue what these people are talking about. I need gas, y'all. Hold on. Y'all gotta pardon me. Brother need gas. Give me 1 second. Matter of fact, let me put that up in the sky. Yeah, man. I had to get gas, y'all. I'm running. I shouldn't have really did it, but I had to. YouTube streams coming back probably this weekend. Yo, Jack, I was going to ask you what happened to you. Yo, what's up, Isaac? I was wondering, Jack ain't uploading a whole week. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, I got a 1080 Ti. That's like one of the top of the line. It's the second top of the line graphics card out right now, definitely. And you know, I got a 144 hertz display, and I got a well, I got 244 hertz displays, and I got 260 hertz displays. And I never picked my 144 hertz over my 4K. Never. 60 with 4K was good enough for me. Now, I can't lie. When those 144 hertz 4K displays come out, I'm going to have to chomp down, dog. I'm going to have to get one. I'm going to have to get one. But there's too many YouTubers running around out here. If you're not educated on something, why are you talking about it? That's the part I don't get. If you don't know what you're talking about, if you have not experienced it, why are you speaking on it? Why are you sitting up there making videos? Why are you putting content out there? You make it easy for somebody to come along and just roast the shit out of you or just destroy or abolish what you're saying. Now, YouTube is becoming more peaceful, so I'm not going to use the term roast, but you make it so easy for somebody to debate you and for you to lose. All right, we out of here. That was quick. That was mad quick. Thank you, buddy. Have a good one. I appreciate you. Nope. I'm pulling out. Yo, I'm going to tell y'all something too, man. They be hating the service black people at that gas station. Damn, I be feeling the racism coming with them. They be mad as fuck when they got to pump gas for me. Shit. I don't know why it's such a big deal, but anyway. It's 2017, people. People got to let go of the dumb shit. That's all I'm saying. Yo, Rose, I just saw you in the comment. What you said, Rose? I ain't see you in a while in the comments either. Ooh, let me turn. I almost missed that turn. I'm not used to it. These are all fake gamers who say they switch back to console after playing hertz. 60 hertz will feel slow. Thank you, Rose. That's what Rose, you just said my whole point. You can't. What are we doing here? You can't go to 144 hertz, train your eye to it, because I'm gonna make a confession. When I first went to 144 hertz, I got sick. I had a headache. I felt dizzy. I was dizzy for hours. It was so bad, right? I had to go lay down and go to sleep and then come back. And I had to keep doing that till I got used to 144 hertz. And then once I got used to 144 hertz and I went back and paid 30, it was disgusting to me. Like, I was like, ew, it felt all sluggish. And I said right away, yo, I can't do the 144 hertz, so I got to give up console. You gonna have to, if you get trained to 144, you got to give up console. You gonna have to. You can't do both. How you gonna game at 144 hertz for a couple hours and then go play a 30 frame game? You won't be able to. You 30 frames is gonna feel like something's wrong with the game to you once you get used to that 144 hertz. Damn, my God, you going through it right there, sweetie. Sorry, I can't be the nice guy for you. So I just can't believe it. And then people saying that they don't see the difference between 4K and 1080p. You know what? I said that the first time I seen 4K, and then I got my 4K TV home, my first one, which was like what, 3-4 years ago. When I got my first 4K TV and brought it home, I was like, yeah, you know, look, I'm gonna confess. When I got my first 4K TV and brought it home, everything looked bad to me. And I thought it was like a scam. And I said, damn, why do shit look so, it looks a little bit worse. And then I realized that these TVs processors had to be set up. They had to be configured. So once I started figuring the processors, you know, to work right, then I got a better picture and I said, holy shit, I see the difference now. So 4K can be deceiving, and you could buy the wrong display. I got like a hair in my nose that's bothering me. And you could buy the wrong display and get burnt. Don't get me wrong, and you'll hate 4K. If you buy the wrong display and you spend a lot of money on it, man, you will end up hating 4K. You will hate that like a motherfucker. But all you gotta do is do a little research. All you gotta do is ask somebody like Hard 8, ask somebody like me, ask somebody that's knowledgeable, who took a couple L's. Because usually the way you're gonna learn 4K is by taking a couple L's, and believe you me, I'm not above saying I took a couple L's out here in these 4K streets. Boy, I took a couple L's, man. I ain't take one L, I took a couple L's on shit, man. Even down to graphics cards, man. I'm just saying, dude, you sitting back in the fucking pickup truck looking like you trying to go lay down. I mean, is he driving or is he sleeping? What are we doing out here? 4K looks beautiful if you have the right display and watching the right content. Exactly. And a lot of people don't understand that too. A lot of things that's past this 4K is actually not 4K. There was like a lot of dirty scams in the beginning. Like, a lot of people don't understand. 1080p did this too. When 1080p first came out, right? Because I took a 1080p L. My first 1080p TV was a 1080i TV. And I used to argue with my friends talking about, yo, I don't see no difference. And they used to be like, well, you know, your shit trash. I'm like, I don't see no difference. My shit is 1080p. I mean, my shit is 1080i. And then when I started researching, I said, let me find out what's going on while my shit is 1080i instead of 1080p. And then when I realized what 1080i was, I was so angry because I was like the first version of 1080. 1080p was not the first 1080. 1080i was. And what 1080i is pretty much what it infers. 540 times 2, which is what 4K is right now. So when 4K hits a certain point, it may actually do that. It may actually do like, it had its encoding changes. But 1080p burnt the fuck out of me. I spent a fortune on a 1080i TV just to find out that that wasn't the right TV to have. Let me see what I'm doing here. I gotta see and figure this out. Okay, there's a truck there. He's there. He's there. Okay, I guess this is what I'm doing. Damn, he over there. Yeah, so I guess I'm sitting here. Yeah, OMG 1080i was, let me read that. 1080i was the biggest scam. Yeah, 1080i was a humongous scam, and I got caught in it because I was an early adapter to 1080p. So, I mean, 1080. When the first 1080 came out, you couldn't find a 1080p TV. It was all 1080i's, and then 1080p came like that second year. So 4K did a lot of that when the first 4K displays came out. Now you got 4K with the fake encoding, then you got 4K with the commercial, because what they called it is the commercial encoding, and then you got the 4K now with the HDR. So you got 3 iterations of 4K displays out there. And if you brought one of the first 2, you may have spent a fortune, because that's when the TVs was even more expensive and offered less. So there's a lot of stuff out there that people got caught up in, and then running around on YouTube saying that this is bad and that's bad and this is bad and that's bad. And really what it is, man, is you just got to know what you're talking about. Yeah, 4K monitors are good, but honestly, early adapters to 4K monitors are getting trash monitors. Like, 4K monitors are not good. Like, most professional PC gamers are going to tell you they're waiting on 4K monitors and they're on 1440p monitors because they want the resolution and the hertz. They want that high frame rate. They want that refresh rate. They don't want that screen tearing. They don't want all the shit that you get. If you go out and buy 4K, a standard 4K monitor right now, you're going to get screen tearing. You're not going to get HDR. You know, there's so many features that you want in 4K that TVs are going to offer that monitors don't even offer right now. Yo, Michael, what's up? So that's the problem. So I felt, yo, I honestly felt like going live yesterday because I couldn't believe the nonsense I was hearing. Like, I was just listening, like, people can't believe the shit that they're saying. And I couldn't believe some of the shit I was hearing. Where I was pulled over at, I was like, that ain't a good place to be. I was doing that for signal. HDR versus 4K. Oh, now you can't compare HDR to 4K textures. You're talking about two different things. You're talking about one being a wider color gamut versus one being a detail. One is color, one is detail. Textures, 4K textures can still look bad, and HDR could still look bad. So if I had to choose between a texture and a light, I would choose a texture. But 4K looks really bad without HDR, because that was a problem with 4K when it first came out. It was looking very bland. A lot of it looked bland. A lot of it looked bland. That was the problem with it. It was very bland looking. Yeah, YouTube, you know what? YouTube is doing that, Chocolate Thunder. If you're trying to watch the stream back, you gotta wait till the stream end, right? And then you gotta watch it back, because YouTube does that sometimes. And what that means is when the stream is over, I have to be careful, because it'll chop some of the stream. Because one time I was talking to y'all for 2.5 hours and it chopped my stream down to 40 minutes. And I was like, really, YouTube? YouTube is really fucked up lately. That's another reason doing the live streams is starting to get a little bit more irritating. It's better to do them from my house, like when I'm playing a game. That's one of the reasons I don't want to do these as frequently as I used to. Because YouTube really got to get their shit together too, man. They be out here sabotaging us. So you got to wait for the stream to end, and then you're going to have to watch it back in order to get whatever you missed, because it's not letting you play back. I got that feature on because it's a feature you turn on. But sometimes YouTube be like, nope, fuck you. You Zoe, we ain't doing it. And that's the case. Oh, I just want y'all to know too, I got a lot of products that I'm reviewing. So y'all gonna start seeing a lot of product reviews pop up on my channel. Please understand that was the direction I wanted to go in. I'm not changing, I'm just adding that content, and I hope y'all support that. Because if y'all don't support that, then you know, I can't do more reviews and product placements and things of that nature like I want to. Alright? So hopefully y'all do support that. It's going to be for y'all benefit anyway, of course. All right. Nah, don't say that, Jimmy Review Tech America. I've been doing product reviews since the beginning of my channel, so please don't say that. Because that dude was on Weapon Wheel. And it's gonna sound like that one little joke will turn into me trying to be like Review Tech USA, and that's definitely not the case. I've been talking about doing that since 2014 on my channel before I knew who these dudes was. So, vampires or werewolves? I would pick werewolves over vampires. Now, vampires got more powers, man. Vampires are OP compared to werewolves. You didn't get a notification that I'm live. I'm not surprised. You know what's funny? That's like a subscriber thing too. Some people that go live, if they got mad subs, you get that notification immediately. It does annoy me that those fake content creators get so many views. Hey, I mean, I you know what? I'll be honest with y'all. Like, that's why I never really understood certain things on YouTube. I just don't be caring. Like when Hardy made a video last night, he was talking about people support these channels, and I was reading the chat, and people in the chat was like, yeah, I'm subscribed to these people, and I don't know why. I'm different. Like, I just don't watch people shit. Like, if you somebody that says some dumb shit, I don't care if you make 1,000 videos that got clickbait and thumbnails that I go, ooh, I wonder what he said. I'm not clicking that shit. I just won't watch it. And it ain't even about hating. It's just, I don't support bullshit. Like, I just won't watch it. So when I see people saying, oh, why this person got so many views, why this person don't got enough views, I'm like, yo, man, it's because people do the fuck shit that they do. Like, I don't get mad. I'm not mad at a person who got mad views and they corny. If they got mad views and they corny, they mean they blessed. Who am I to, you know, judge? But at the end of the day, man, how they did say, you know, oh, people click on that shit, they not gonna stop clicking on it, so ain't no point in even getting mad at it either. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point in doing none of that shit. Oh yeah, though. Oh yeah, cuz. So at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't be understanding that anyway. Like, I don't even, like, Crap Gamer, I swear on my life, yo, I watched maybe 2 of Crap Gamer videos in my entire life. I have not clicked on none of his shit. And that's my whole point. There's people out there that tell you they hate Crap Gamer. Ask them the last video they clicked on. It's going to be recent. I've seen maybe 2 of this man's videos, and I'm going to be real. I'm not trying to trash talk him. I'm being honest with you. I have a Galaxy Note 7 Edge Plus, Note 7 Edge that I'm on right now streaming. I have not seen one video when I clicked on his stuff that was on the level of quality as this stream right now. And I said, yo, his quality is so bad. Why do people watch that when you got someone like me, somebody like BG, somebody like Hardy, somebody like Bond, somebody like Smooth, somebody like Red, Infamy, somebody like just Miss K, somebody like anybody that I know on YouTube who is putting out content. Well, Miss K's not on YouTube no more, but who's putting out content that's such a higher quality just all around. But I don't hate on that. I'm like, yo, he did what he did. Me personally, what I feel like, and I don't mean to sound racist, I do feel like that's where the black and white thing kind of come in. I feel like the black community don't support the black YouTubers like the other communities do. And I'm just going to be honest with that, because I noticed that. Like, if people find out you black, like I had another channel, and people found out that I was black on that channel. They didn't know what color I was, and people actually started telling me they was unsubscribing. People started calling me niggas. And I firsthand saw it. I was like, yo, I wasn't mad at it because I know that's how the internet is, but I was just like, damn, that shit, like, you can't tell people that that's not really real, that that's not really like what goes on in YouTube, because depending on what race you are, it's how you get supported. You could be black and act white. That's not gonna help, because I see some YouTubers do that too. They try to act like, you know, uppity. They try to act like, you know, all proper. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but you know damn well, you know, you only gonna get what you're gonna get. Like, you're not gonna still get to 1 million subs if you've been out here 5 years and you acted a certain kind of way. So, to me, the only thing I can say about YouTube is just be yourself, in my opinion. Just be who you are, and you know you're gonna get whatever you're gonna get. I would love to get more than 12,000 subs. You know what I'm saying? I would love to get, like I told y'all before, I would love to hit 50,000. I would be happy. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know if that'll happen. Because the way YouTube is, man, and the way niggas act, shit, they gonna probably try to kill me, you know, I don't know, try to slander me more than they already did. Like, I don't think people just want to see black people win, man. And I'm talking about black people. I don't think they want to see their own race win. Because that's why I wasn't doing live streams. I said, damn, everybody keep asking me about the live streams, but I'm not even hitting 1,000 views. I was hitting 1,000 views easy. Then this shit started slowing up. I said, I understand this summer, but I'm not gonna keep doing these videos if niggas ain't gonna watch. So it's hard when you out here black trying to do, you know, do you. Then we don't really support each other properly either. People want their views confirmed. The YouTubers that are big and black come up by themselves. That's very true. I agree they come up by themselves, but look, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, because I was seeing people making videos about something that happened to me. When I was getting disliked by it, right? A lot of people don't understand that, like, that algorithm was set up so that a like and a dislike counts as one. So if I got disliked by it 500 times, that's still gonna be 100 plus 500 likes. YouTube is gonna count it as 600 likes, right? A lot of people you see that blew up, they actually use the algorithm to do that. So that, some people consider that sleazy. Like, let's take for example, and I'm just speaking freely. I don't want to know anything. I got beef, because I'm just having an honest conversation. Let me take, what's this guy's name? I speak to him and I forgot his name. It slipped on my tongue. I speak to him from time to time. He does the Call of Duty. Reaper. Biblical Reaper is a prime example. A lot of people hate Biblical Reaper because he blew up on YouTube by using an algorithm to get views, right? But I'm looking at it like, you know what? I don't care if he did that. Like, if he used the algorithm to get views, or he brought subscribers, which one is worse? Buying the subscribers, buying the views? People are going to attack you no matter what anyway. So I really don't feel like if you did something like figured out how to get subscribers and views from abusing the algorithm in YouTube, I don't really see nothing wrong with that. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but there's people out there that really hate that shit. There's people out there that hate when they find that shit out about, like, YouTubers. And a lot of the black YouTubers you see who blew up, they found a way to abuse that algorithm. The ones that's got like a lot of subscribers. And you see right now, like a prime example, if you see somebody who got a lot of subscribers, right, and then all of a sudden they just kind of stop growing, that's what had happened. That algorithm changed, and now they don't know how to keep abusing it. That's what that's about. Everybody want to be like Bobby Schmurda. What the fuck is that comment about? People gravitate towards what makes them comfortable. Yeah, you say that, but like I said, the algorithm is it changes, and when it changes, you could tell who's getting real views versus who's abusing it by the fact of does their shit still keep going up. Like, some people get stagnant on YouTube, and it's because the algorithm changed on them. Like right now, the dislike and the like is the same thing, but that might change, and then next thing you know, they might not have likes. They might have some kind of other shit. And then that'll change the algorithm, and then you see all these YouTubers who say, hey, do remember to like my video. They ain't going to be saying that no more because liking the video ain't going to be possible, or it ain't going to help. So it's all about the algorithms. Scroll up and read hardhead comment. Okay. Race not a factor. You either funny, informative, or good. Oh, nah, I don't even want to read that. That's not true at all. Yes, it is a factor. It's not about the YouTuber's color. It's about the community that he's in. It's not about his color. Black people on YouTube do not support like white people on YouTube. I ain't want to say that flat out like that, but I'm going to say it. Don't tell me race is not a factor. Don't tell me that. Shit, my father had green hair and blonde hair. My father had green eyes and blonde hair. Don't tell me that shit is not a factor. That shit is a fucking huge factor. I know. Don't tell me that ain't no factor. Yeah, as far as black people, it is a factor. Black YouTube supporters do not support like white people. I'm not getting into a race. It's not a race thing. It's the community. The way the communities are designed is different. When we was doing the podcast last week, I'm gonna give you an example. When we was doing the podcast last week, right? Why am I putting this on? I'm bugging. When we was doing the podcast, thank you for the donation. When we was doing the podcast last week, right? Why was I putting that on? I'm bugging the fuck out. When we was doing the podcast last week, right? When the podcast ended, there was a delay, right? When there was a delay, I was like, yo, y'all know y'all still live, right? Mad niggas started writing in the chat. Some of them was mods. Oh, I hate Jimmy for that. That's why I don't fuck with Jimmy. Fuck Jimmy, yada, 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 yada. Because y'all thought that, y'all thought I was telling them in the stream, I was telling them that, y'all was still live for what they was saying. And mad at y'all was mods, and I was like, yo, they not in the Patreon. And it's like, oh, miss me with the Patreon, yada, yada. And I don't care about it. Don't get me wrong, I don't care. But it just goes to show you, like, y'all saying y'all supporters and y'all don't even donate $1 to that man's Patreon. Now, I'm not saying niggas is fake. I'm saying that the support is different. Like, we was taught that way. Like, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's much deeper than that. Trust me. I'm not mad about it. I know it's how we was raised. I'm not on some, oh, you know, the black man, the white man, we being suppressed. I'm not on no type of shit like that. I don't got time for that type of shit. You got to get up. If niggas is not donating to you on YouTube, go get you a fucking job. That's the kind of person I am. If people not feeding you, go feed yourself. If you can't fucking walk, then crawl. That's the kind of person I am. There's no excuses in this world. You know what I'm saying? You could get 1 million subscribers. You just got to work harder. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I don't got you guilty, my man. You do what you can when you can. That's all. That's all. Anyway, though, listen, I got to cut this short. I'm going to stream later because I got to talk more about what I wanted to talk about. I'm going to go watch that debate, and I'll probably add that to my next live stream. And I'm out of here. See, and that's good timing. Look at what he wrote in the chat. Anyway, I'm out of here, yo. Y'all be good. Peace, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Peace. Yeah, do me a favor. Well, I'll do it. I'll do it before I leave. Let me block that account. Peace, y'all.